Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of 5 here at Waterbury Municipal Stadium. Jack Petruzzi live on the Boxcaster app. We're the host site of the 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series. Overlook Blacksox back in action here at Municipal Stadium, taking on the Texas Desperados. As this is round 2 of Pool 3, where Overlook coming into today 0-1 in pool play, where the Texas Desperados coming in 1-0. And just to recap both their games yesterday, Overlook threw a combined no-hitter against the Ponce Cyclones, but did not win that game. They lost 2-1. 3 fielding errors was the difference, and they dropped the opening game to Puerto Rico 2-1. Meanwhile, for the Texas Desperados, they had a mercy rule against their Midwest opponent, the Oklahoma Drillers, up at Fusenage Park. So for the Desperados, if they are able to get this win here today, they would more than likely secure a spot in the double elimination side of the bracket. Meanwhile, for the Blacksox, they are facing possible elimination here on the mound tonight, and it's Colin McNeil trying to keep the season alive for the Overlook Blacksox. And the Blacksox actually finished up their night game a little less than 13 hours ago, as they had the night slot. The game started at about 8:30, got done around 10:30, and then turning it around at just about noon here Eastern time, playing at Municipal Stadium once again, with the possibility of their season being on the line here today. And of course, the Overlook Blacksox were the runner-ups in last year's 2018 Mickey Mantle World Series, where they fell in the championship game to the Michigan Bulls, who we just saw play live here on the Boxcaster app. And trying to keep their run at the 2019 title alive here today against a tough Texas Desperados team. So Colby Guy to lead things off here for the Desperados, as he fouls that one back. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-2 pitch. Foul back will do it again. The 0-2 pitch from McNeil, and that one misses outside. So, like mentioned before, the Desperados with a mercy rule victory yesterday against their Midwest opponent, the Oklahoma Drillers, up at Fusenage Park in Torrington, are 1-0 in pool play. The 0-2 pitch cut on a missed, strike 3. So Colin McNeil strikes out the first batter he sees for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Aaron Wright up to the plate. That's called a strike on the outside corner. And swings for that one, strike 2. So now McNeil ahead in the count, 0-2. And that one's going to miss outside. And cut on a missed, strike 3. So Colin McNeil strikes out the first 2 batters he sees. A quick 2 outs for the Desperados. Alex Cuevas coming to the plate. He had a big day yesterday, had 2 RBIs in the victory. As they won 11-2 yesterday. They had 7 runs in the top of the 2nd inning. An 11-2 rout of Oklahoma. The game that only lasted 5 innings. So Cuevas looking to keep the inning alive here after back-to-back strikeouts. 2-0 pitch is outside, ball 3. Three-0 pitch down the heart of the plate for a strike. As the Texas Desperados, one of 2 Texas teams here, the other one being D-Bat Elite, who just beat the Midland Tomahawks up at Fusenage 9-0, so they are 2-0 in pool play as well. And he chops that one over to second base. Zach Strout coming in and makes the play. And Colin McNeil has himself a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 1st. Overlook coming to bat right after this. Jesse Sauls on the bump for the Desperados here on this Thursday afternoon in Game 2 of the pool play round. And it's the designated hitter Max Gross to lead things off for the Blacksox. And a guy who is no stranger to this tournament whatsoever. Last year was a key factor in Overlook's run in the tournament last year, as he takes that one for a strike. The 0-1 is popped up, and Christian Crawford in foul territory near the dugout makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Ryan Shalaba stepping in at the 2-hole playing shortstop today. As that one's going to miss in the dirt. 1-0 from Sauls. And he lifts that one into left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit right in front of Aaron Wright. And Overlook has a one-out base runner. Cody Cologne coming to the plate, who yesterday had a big double in that first inning that rolled all the way out to the warning track. Only one of a few hits that Overlook got against the Ponce Cyclones last night. And he shoots this one deep to left field. Chasing back is Aaron Wright, losing track of it. He's not going to get there. It's going to roll out to the warning track. So Shalaba's going to head into third. He's going to stop there. And Cody Cologne keeps on seeing the ball well. Almost the same exact spot he had that hit last night. Just like that, the Blacksox are in business. Now a big spot as Overlook now has runners at second and third with only one out. And R.J. Burlone coming to the plate. That one's going to be ripped to left center field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. Shalaba's going to come in to score. Cologne's going to be waved around. He'll score as well. Burlone's going to trot down to second base, and the Blacksox have an early 2-0 lead. Back-to-back hits to the left center field gap, and it's R.J. Burlone. A 2-run double, and it's Overlook who strikes first in this one. Johnny Green stepping into the plate, playing third base today. And he squares the bunt, but he fouls it off. Johnny Green, also a returner on this Overlook team, was on the Blacksox Mickey Mantle team last year, the team that was a runner-up in last year's Mickey Mantle World Series tournament. He shoots this one out to the gap, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. Burlone's going to be waved home. Johnny Green's going to go into second base standing, and the hits keep on coming. 3-0 Overlook. Johnny Green, he had a big seventh-inning double last night against the Cyclones, and a big double here. James Terriot, the center fielder, coming to the plate. And he cut out a missed strike one. The 0-1 pitch. And that one's going to skip all the way to the backstop. Johnny Green's going to trot down to third base. And another runner now standing 90 feet away for Overlook. As this pool 3 is not easy whatsoever. And the pool that these two teams are in obviously has these two, the Desperados, and the runner-up from last year, the Overlook Blacksox, but also has the Ponce Cyclones, the Puerto Rico representative, as he follows that one back. And it also has the Oklahoma Drillers. So this is arguably the most talented pool in this Mickey Mantle World Series. So 1-2, the count on Theriol. One-two pitch. And he fouls that one out of play. big cushion here for the host team as they so far have put up 3 runs in this bottom half of the first inning. Timely hitting from Shalaba, Colon, and RJ Berlone. And then Johnny Green with the RBI double as well. Two-two pitch. And he shoots that one to right center field. Tracing back is Cole Trick. He's going to make the catch. Johnny Green's going to come in, and he's going to get in there without a throw. And the Blacksox have put up a 4 spot in this bottom half of the first inning. Zach Strout, who is playing second base, coming to the plate now with 2 down. The 7th man that has come to the plate this inning for the Blacksox. One-0 pitch, cut on and missed, strike 2. One pitch. He fouls it back. We'll do it again. One-two pitch. And he saws that one off to center field, ranging over, and he's not going to get there. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So Chris King couldn't get to it in time. That's another hit for the Blacksox. 5 hits in this bottom half of the first inning. And Matt Belcher, the catcher, will step in now. And that catches the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runner goes, and it's fouled off. That misses high and outside for a ball. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted high into the air out into left field. Aaron Wright coming in is under it and will make the catch to retire the side. But not before the Blacksox. They strike 4 times in this bottom half of the first inning and get a big jump start here. Top of the second coming up. Overlook leads 4-0. Well, a big cushion for Colin McNeil as his offense produced 4 runs for him in the bottom half of that first inning. So the Desperados looking to strike back here. Chris King stepping in. That one's going to catch the outside corner. And McNeil pressed the first inning, struck out the first 2 batters, and then got Alex Cuevas to ground out to second base of 1-2-3 top of the first. And he swings for that one for strike 2. One-two pitch. It's high and outside. Two-two pitch, fouled back. We'll do it again. As this Desperados team, they do have to play the Ponce Cyclones, the Puerto Rico representative in this tournament, later on today as well, while Overlook will conclude pool play with a game against the Oklahoma Drillers later today. And a ground ball hit over to second base. Strout has it on to first for the first out of the inning. So Cole Irick in right field. His first plate appearance of the afternoon. As he chops that one over to the right side again, Zach Strout keeping busy over there for the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs again from McNeil, and now the pitcher for the Desperados, Jesse Souls, coming to the plate. Souls with a chance to help out his own cause here. Fouls that one out of play. The 0-1's going to miss inside. The 1-1 pitch. Foul back, we'll do it again. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the Mickey Mantle World Series is all over social media. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for highlights, updates, and final results throughout the tournament here, played at all 3 sites. And time called at the plate. The 1-2 pitch. And Saul's not being an easy out this time around. One-two pitch. Breaking ball that just misses low. Two-two pitch. Got him swinging strike 3. So McNeil again making quick work of this Desperado lineup. Bottom of the second coming up. Overlook still up 4-0. Chris Leddy to lead things off here for the Blacksox. After they had a monster bottom of the first inning, where 8 batters came around and scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first. Jesse Sauls trying to minimize the damage here in the bottom of the second inning. And that one's low for a ball. With the top of the order and Max Gross waiting in on deck. Three-0 pitch, catches the inside corner, strike one. Three-one pitch is grounded out to the shortstop. On to first is in time. Colby Guy with the put out over at short for the first out of the inning. So back to the top of the order, Max Gross, who actually fouled out to first base in top of the first inning, but that's when the floodgates opened after that for this Black Sox team, as 4 consecutive hits led to 4 runs. The 0-1. That one catches the corner for a strike. The 0-2 pitch. Cut on a missed strike 3. So they got him chasing with the outside breaking ball. And a quick 2 outs for Jesse Sauls. Ryan Shalaba, who got the rally going in the bottom of the first, started everything off with a single. The 0-1. That's going to miss outside now, 1-1. Ball inside. And as mentioned earlier, the Desperados were victorious in Game 1, so they have some wiggle room. If they do not win this game, they are definitely not eliminated from the pool play. However, for Overlook side, after dropping the opening round to Puerto Rico, this is almost a must-win situation. Chopper to third goes under the glove of Dalton Griffiths. So Ryan Chalaba with 2 outs is going to advance for his second hit of the ball game. Cody Cologne, who had the big double to the gap back in the first inning. That's going to be low in the dirt for ball 1. Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you download the Game Changer app, as that will have a game cast for you of each and every game played throughout this tournament at all 3 sites. Download the Game Changer app and follow the 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series Tournament. The 1-0 is slapped to the right side, and that's through the hole for a base hit. Shalaba's going to head down to second base, and Cody Cologne is 2 for 2. A very lethal part to this Overlook Blacksox order. Even with 2 out, back-to-back hits, and R.J. Berlone, who had the big hit in the first inning, stepping into the plate. That's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 skips in the dirt. Nice block by Cuevas behind the plate. The 1-1 misses outside. The 2-1 pitch is slapped out of play. The Overlook Blacksox, the host team, as they won the Waterbury Mickey Mantle regular season title, which got them the automatic bid to the 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series. As Berlone pops that one up to right field, Cole Irick under it. That will retire the side. 2 hits for the Blacksox, but no runs across. 2 innings of play complete here at Municipal Stadium. 3rd inning coming up next. So top of the third inning here is the Desperados trying to get their first hit of this ball game. The 7, 8, 9 due up, and Nate Briscoe, the second baseman, to lead things off. And swings for that one, strike two. The 0-2 pitch, cut on and missed, strike three. And Colin McNeil has really settled in now. Another strikeout for him, his fourth on the afternoon. And the third baseman, Christian Crawford, coming to the plate. And that one's going to skip away from the backstop. One hook pitch. That's foul back to the screen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you purchase the all-access Boxcast pass for the tournament, there's 2 games streaming live right now at Muzzy Field and at Fusenage Park up in Torrington and in Bristol. If you have the all-access pass, you can tune into those 2 games as well on the Mickey Mantle World Series Boxcaster channel. That one misses outside. 2-1 pitch. As that one got a piece of him. So it hit, looks like the upper arm on Crawford, and it's the first base runner of the afternoon for the Desperados. So Dalton Griff's in the 9-hole here, stepping in. And that one's up high for a ball. Bono is in the dirt for a ball. And that one's going to be in there for a strike, so 3-1 now. Three-one pitch, as that's going to be outside ball 4. So back-to-back walks for the Desperados. So back to the top of the order, and Colby Guy, the shortstop, who is a strikeout victim. One of 4 strikeouts from Colin McNeil today. that misses inside. One up pitch, grounded up the middle and off the glove there of Zach Stroud. That's going to get into center field. Christian Crawford's going to come around to score, and the Desperados are on the board. I'm not sure if I got a piece of Stroud's glove, but just by him. And the first hit and the first run of the ball game for the Desperados. Christian Crawford comes in to score. Dalton Griffiths moves down to second base. The 1-0 pitch, and he squares the butt. McNeil's going to have to come off the mound. Going to be a long throw to first, and it is in time. So the sacrifice bunt worked to perfection as Griffiths moves down to third. Colby Guy moves down to second. Now 2 outs in the inning. And Alex Chavez, their 3-hitter, in a big spot here. He had 2 RBIs in the rout of the Oklahoma Drillers yesterday. The breaking ball misses in, with Chris King in the 4-hole waiting and on deck. That one catches the outside corner. Two-0 pitches, cut on and missed. Two-one pitch, cut on and missed, strike 2. Went back to the fastball and had Travis swinging. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, strike 3. That will retire the side. The Desperados get a run back. Overlook still has a 3-run lead heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Blacksox, and Johnny Green, the third baseman, to lead things off, who had the RBI double his last time up. The 1-0 pitch is Green fouls it back. As mentioned before, Johnny Green was also on this Overlook Blacksox team from a year ago, a team that was the runner-up in last year's Mickey Mantle World Series tournament. So a fair amount of experience in this tournament from this young man, as Green lines this one back up the middle for a base hit. So a single up the middle, and Johnny Green is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. He also had a hit against Puerto Rico last night, so he has been seeing the ball extremely well this tournament. Speaking of seeing the ball well this tournament, Cody Colon stepping into the plate, who is at the big double back in the first and also singled in the second. Breaking ball's in there for strike one. And Green's going to take off, but stop midway. The throw down to first, not in time. Excuse me, this is James Theriault to the plate in the 6th hole. Theriault, who had a sac fly back in that 4-run first inning. One pitch. As that one's on the corner for strike two. The 1-2 pitch. And he foul tip, but right in the glove of Alex Cuevas for the first out of the inning. So Zach Strout, who's been extremely busy over there at second base, has already had 3 putouts in this game, and also singled back in the first. So 1 for 1 at the plate. That's over the heart of the plate for a strike. Matt Belcher, the catcher, waiting on deck for the Blacksox. And there goes Green. And the pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again. Another check on Green. The 0-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Hesitating at first, but Johnny Green's going to take second base. So Cuevas kind of bobbled it in the dirt, and heads up base running as Johnny Green takes second base. One-two pitch is Strout slaps it over to the right side. The out will go to first, but Johnny Green will move down to third base for the second out of the inning. So Matt Belcher, who flew out to left field in the first, Overlook with a potential another run, standing 90 feet away in Johnny Green. And Swings through the off-speed pitch, strike one. The 0-1. That one misses outside, ball one. Jesse Saul's trying to get out of this bottom half of the third inning unscathed as his offense got him a run in the top half. 4-1 lead for the Blacksox here in the bottom of the third inning. That one misses outside. Three-one pitch. That misses low. That one's going to get away. Johnny Green will come in jogging for the fifth run of the ball game. So a 2-out walk to Belcher and a pass ball as Johnny Green scores the fifth run of the ball game, and the lead is back up to 4. Chris Aletti, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up, and he's going to hit it over to Guy once again on a hop, and he can't feel that it's going to go into the dugout. So it seemed like a somewhat routine play. Colby Guy spiked it into the dirt, and Christian Crawford couldn't pick it over there at first base. So that's going to go into the stands. That's going to send Leddy down to second, and it's going to move Belcher over to third. And now the inning's still alive for the Blacksox with the top of the order and Max Gross coming to the plate. That one misses outside as Gross with a base hit here could potentially send home 2 more runs for Overlook. Gross, who was 0 for 2 today, fouled out in the first and then struck out back in the second inning. And that one misses outside, now 3-0. Three-0 pitch. The outside corner, strike one. Three-one pitch. As he gets that one off the end of the bat is Briscoe out into short center field, makes the catch. That will retire the side. Overlook gets a run back though. They lead this one 5-1 heading into the fourth inning. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Texas Desperados here in the top half of the fourth inning. It'll be Chris King, Cole Irick, and Jesse Sauls, the pitcher, due up here in the fourth for the Desperados. Chris King rounded out to second base back in the second inning. And swings through that one, strike one. The 0-1 and grounded over to the right side. Good play over there by Strout again. And he stays busy at second base. Another put out there for the first out of the inning. So Cole Irick playing right field, who also grounded out to second base back in the second inning. In their first strike. The 0-1 pitch catches the outside corner. So McNeil ahead in the count 0-2. And he slaps that one to the right side, foul. So Irick behind the count 0-2. And got him looking, strike three. Painted the outside corner for the second out of the inning. So Jesse Shaw's now stepping in with two down. The 1-0 pitch to Sauls, and he saws that one off to right field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit right in front of Cody Colon, and the inning will continue. Cut out a miss for Nate Briscoe. And cut on a miss for strike two. And time will be called. And cut out and miss, strike three. Another dominant inning on the mound from Colin McNeil. And he fans another batter. Bottom of the fourth coming up. The Blacksox still leading this one 5-1. Ryan Shalaba leading things off for Overlook here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. And that hit him. So on the first pitch, Shalaba will head down to first base. And Clone hits this one to left field, and coming in and calling it off in left center field for the second out of the inning, Chris King with the catch. So RJ Berlone coming up with one out. And he pops this one up to right field. Briscoe calling it off, but coming in, he dropped the ball in right field. Cole Irick called off Nate Briscoe, trying to make a diving catch. It just bounced off of his glove. And now the Blacksox are going to have 2 on with 1 out. They believe will rule that as an E9. And Johnny Green, who is 2 for 2 on the afternoon, sees a strike right down the plate. That misses outside. So after that drop in right field, Shalaba will head down to second base. Berlone at first. The 1-1 pitch. So that's going to miss inside. A 2-1. And that ball missing inside, 3-1. So 3-1 the count on John Green as Jesse Sauls trying to escape the damage here. And he grounds that one over the shortstop, and he can't field it cleanly. So Colby Guy tried to get the transition off too quick, and back-to-back errors made by this Texas Desperado defense. And what looked like a tailor-made inning-ending double play just turned into bases loaded for Overlook. James Thuralt coming to the plate, who is 0 for 1. So Blacksox catching a huge break on that last ground ball. This is the 3rd time that Johnny Green has reached base in this game. Thuralt 0 for 1 with the bases loaded at the plate. And he shoots this one out to the right center field back gap. Irick under it makes the catch, tagging, and coming in to score is Ryan Shalaba, and that's going to put a 6th spot on the board for the Blacksox. As also on the play, RJ Berlone heads to 3rd. Johnny Green stays put. So Zach Strout now up at the plate with 2 down and runners at the corners. And he shoots that one out to the gap. That one's going to get down into the gap. As another 1 run's going to come in to score. Johnny Green's going to be waved around. Here comes the throw at the plate. He dropped the ball, not in time. The throw down to third. That's not going to be in time and get away from him. Another run's going to come around to score. And off a couple errors, a triple with an error. All 3 runs coming to score. And just like that, the scoring mirage continues as Overlook now has an 8-run lead. So the Desperados trying to get Johnny Green at the plate. Chavis dropped the ball and Jesse Sauls picked it up, tried to get him out at third, overthrew Dalton Griffiths at third base. Strout came all the way around to score, and it's a 9-1 game. And Matt Belcher is coming to the plate. He fouls it back, but also, ladies and gentlemen, something to keep in mind, the mercy rule for the Mickey Mantle World Series is 8 runs after 4.5 innings, which means if Overlook can retire Texas Desperados in the next half inning without giving up a run, this ballgame's going to be over. So some key insurance runs that the Blacksox picked up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 0-2 pitch, fastball misses high. The 1-2 pitch is cut on and missed for strike 3. That will retire the side, but Overlook puts up their second 4 spot of the game. 9-1 they lead it, and with 3 outs they could have the mercy rule work in their favor. Top of the 5th inning coming up next. Logan Bissett coming out in relief here for the Blacksox here in the top of the 5th inning, and of course the mercy rule is still on, so it is a 9-1 game, and because they have the 8-run margin, If Overlook is able to get out of this inning without allowing a run, the game will be over and the mercy rule will be intact. As it'll be the 8-9-1 due up for the Desperados and Christian Crawford, who swings through the first pitch for a strike. Also a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, following the conclusion of this game, keep the link to this broadcast live, as we will have post-game interviews with the winning players and coaches right up here in the press box. So at the conclusion of this game, stay live on this link to have interviews with the winning coach and player to follow. The 0-2 pitch is slapped to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Christian Crawford representing the run that would extend this ball game over there at first base. Griffiths fouls that one back. The 2-1. That one's fouled back as Doug Griffiths, in his only plate appearance in the third inning, drew a walk. Two-two pitch. So that one's in the dirt. Three-two pitch. And line right, or it's dropped at second base. They get the force there. And they're going to say he's out. So originally that ball was lined to shortstop and Ryan Shalaba had it but dropped it. And because when he dropped it, he went to tag second and threw on to first for the out. But I think what they're going to say that it was in his glove before he dropped it. So they're going to call Dalton Griffiths out on the line drive. There would not be a force out at second base. So Griffiths is out on the line drive. Christian Crawford still at first base. That'll bring up the top of the order. And Colby Guy. That one misses upstairs. Guy is 1 for 2 today. He struck out in the first inning and then had a single back in the third. As that ball's in the dirt. But the Desperados with 3 errors committed in this game, and that's really been the difference. 4 runs in the first inning for the Blacksox, 4 runs in the fourth. Swung on a miss. Here's the throw down. It's going to get into center field. Crawford will stay right there. So Crawford swipes second base. So now the runner on second base is a big one for the Desperados. That's the run that's going to extend this ball game. And if they fail to get that run across before this inning ends, that will be the ball game. 2-1 pitch as Guy pops this one out of play. 2-2 pitch. And that ball misses high. Three-two pitch. And he fouls that one back. We'll do it again. The 3-2 pitch. This guy skies this one in the air, giving chase as Johnny Green over in foul territory, and he'll make the catch. Oh, they're going to say he was out of play when he made the grab. So even though he made the catch on the field, they're going to say that he was out of play, and Coach Mike Brown wants an explanation. So it's kind of hard to see here on the live stream, but that dugout fence kind of cuts off right at the end, and anything past that fence is out of play. So even though Johnny Green had some room to work with over there and he caught it, that is technically out of play. So it will be a foul ball, and it'll still be a 3-2 count on Colby Guy. 3-2 pitch. There goes Williams. Ball 4. The throw down to third is not going to be in time. So Colby Guy walks, and Christian Crawford, swipes third base. So 2 stolen bases for Crawford in this inning, and Colby Guy walks down to first base. And for the Blacksox, they really want this mercy rule. Of course, it's good to get the game over with, but also the pitch count also comes into factor, which with the amount of pitches an individual can throw without needing rest is a huge factor. This guy's going to take second base without a throw. So keeping your pitchers off the mound as much as you could and minimizing these games is a huge factor to the success of the Mickey Mantle World Series. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to miss high. And the infield for Overlook starting to creep in all around the diamond. Foul back now, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Breaking ball that he got a piece of, strike 2. That one misses high, so we're going to have a full count on Aaron Wright with Alex Cuevas, the 3-hitter, waiting in on deck for the Desperados. 3-2 pitch. Foul back, we'll do it again. And of course, for the Desperados' sake, because they won the opener in the pool play, a loss here for sure does not eliminate them from the tournament. But a 1-1 record, you still have potential to get in. It all depends on what you do in Game 3. And for Overlook's sake, if they could go on to win this game, they would also go to 1-1 in pool play. And the Desperados will be taking on the Ponce, Puerto Rico Cyclones later today, while Overlook will be taking on the Oklahoma Drillers, which will round out the pool play section of this tournament. 3-2 pitch is popped up, and we'll do it again. course, the big story from last night, this Overlook's Blacksox team threw a combined no-hitter against the Ponce Puerto Rico Cyclones, but still lost the game. Their defense made 3 errors. Puerto Rico was able to scratch across 2 runs. Cut on a missed strike 3. So Aaron Wright swings through that one, and now the Desperados are down to their final out. And it's Aaron Cuevas. The game extending run, standing 90 feet away. However, if Cuevas gets out here, then it'll be the ball game. And a breaking ball, it's going to miss inside. As we've seen the mercy rule become a huge factor in this Mickey Mantle World Series. The last 2 championship games in 2017 and 2018 have both ended in a mercy rule. As Cuevas shots this one over to Johnny Green at third base. The long throw is in time. And the Overlook Blacksox, after dropping the game last night, come back with a mercy rule here and beat the Texas Desperados 9-1 in 5 innings. So both these teams will go to 1-1 in the pool play side of the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Stay live on this link. In just a couple minutes, we'll have post-game interviews with players and coaches coming up next. I'm now joined along by Johnny Green and Overlook head coach Mike Brown, coming off a 9-1 victory here today in Game 2 against the Texas Desperados. And Johnny, we'll start with you. I mean, you guys with a tough loss yesterday, but you guys saw the ball really well today, and you personally have been seeing the ball really well this whole tournament. What's been your approach at the plate?
Well, we just need to drive the ball to the right side. When runners are around, you just got to do your job. You know, you're not trying to hit a home run. Just get the runner in. That's the biggest part. Just line drives, level swings. We did the job today, and I'm happy about it.
And Coach, you know, we talked about loss yesterday. Obviously, a big crowd here, a very emotional game. You're coming off the opener at the night. What was your guys' mindset to bounce back in this one today?
Well, after the game yesterday, I could really do nothing but applaud our pitchers. Between the two pitchers, they threw a no-hitter and walked no one. Now, it's not too often you're going to say that you got a no-hitter, along with that comes a loss. So that was a tough pill to swallow. Coming into today's game, it just, the focus was on put yesterday behind us. Pitchers, if you could throw like the way that those past two pitchers did, we're going to be in good shape. We're very deep in pitching. So our focus was throw strikes, let's shorten our at-bats up a little bit, had them concentrate a little more on driving the ball up the middle and to the right side. Maybe last night they were taking swings that were a little outside of themselves. But I'm proud of the way that they bounced back. This is a very good team. They're tournament players. They're used to this atmosphere, and not too much shakes them up. So we were ready for today, and we're ready for tonight. We know our job is to go 2-0 today, and I have all the confidence in the world that's going to happen.
And Johnny, you're no stranger to this tournament. You were on the Overlook team last year that was the runner-up in the World Series. Knowing that you were facing possible elimination today, and you survived to go 1-on-1 in pool play, what's the mindset for you personally the rest of the way?
Well, we just got to keep playing our best game. Just play hard every at bat, every pitch. Got to get the job done. It's not how far you can hit it. It's just if you can get the job done, and that's what we're doing today. Coaches made it clear to us that we need to get the job done today. Switch the order up a little bit, and it worked out today. We all executed when we needed it.
Coach Brown, going off of that, like I said, kind of an elimination game in a sense, and the game against the Desperados, you're 1-1. Got a game tonight. What's the mindset the rest of the way?
Mindset's the same thing. The kids just have to walk onto the field confident, believe in themselves. And one thing that this team doesn't lack is confidence. So I'm fairly certain we'll do well tonight, and I'm really excited for the kids. It's important to them that they move on to the next round. So they're in charge of that at that point.
Well, head coach Mike Brown and John Green after Overlook got a 5-inning 91 victory over Texas. Guys, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
And that will conclude it here at Overlook, the host team of the Mickey Mantle World Series, snagging a 9-1 5-inning victory.